around here. We still say please, thank you, yes sir, yes ma'am, and excuse me around here. In God we trust, and one nation under God still seem normal around here. You know, Lieutenant Governor Wynne Rockefeller, who would be the leader in this race today, I've used his autographed picture on our brochure, which I hope you looked at, but he reminded us regularly that the Republican Party represents the views and values of everyday Arkansans. 7 Republicans in the Arkansas Senate, including this one, did not vote to confirm an Arkansas election in which fraud was acknowledged. The views and values of everyday Arkansans will not allow any person, group, or acorn to destroy our fair elections. Had we Republican senators stuck together, our Republican Party would have elected the first ever President pro tem of the Arkansas Senate. And one of our own Republican senators, that would be the first woman Republican in the state of Arkansas, to be the current pro tem elect of the Arkansas Senate. A recent poll may reflect the views and values of everyday Arkansasians better than the pundits and the hamblers we hear from time to time. This campaign has not been to Washington, D.C., but I have been to Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. I haven't flown to California, but I've driven my own car to Clark County, Arkansas. And I have raised money in the Big Apple, but I've served chili in Bella Vista. The Constitution provides 2 United States senators for each sovereign state. So we everyday Arkansans will elect our own Republican nominee, thank you very much. I will be a U.S. senator who does not dither, but decides on issues like health care. I will say no to Obama's health care, even if the proponents and those in Washington and their staffs decide to get into it as well. They ought to take some of their own medicine, in my opinion, if they're going to pass it on medicine. I have said yes to lawsuit reform in the state of Arkansas, and as a state senator, I support it, and we did it. I said yes to insurance competition in the state of Arkansas. As a businessman, I still believe that letter grades count in school, and competition works in business. Yes to more doctors and nurses with our new medical schools, and I voted like I talked. I said yes to a new nursing home for our veterans in Northwest Arkansas, and I began to push for that as a state representative in 2001, and now it's there. How do we create jobs? First, by quitting destroying the ones we've got in this country. The increase in the utility bills will destroy your personal budget, and I know from experience it will destroy a small business budget, and we cannot afford that. This engineer, who's not a lawyer, says the USA can and will become energy independent. No on card check, no dealer in there. No to union bosses, but yes to workers who need our help, and I've been there and done that. I will support and demand reasonable government regulations. I've done that on the Senate Rules and Regulations Committee out here at the Capitol, and I'll do it in Washington, D.C. And I'll support reasonable tax policies. I'll insist that the federal government limit its activities to those authorized in the United States Constitution, and that does not include running companies. I'm opposed to bank bailouts. I've been opposed to it, but if we're going to spend that money, we ought to put it to Main Street, not Wall Street. And in Arkansas, we spent $500 million, and each job's cost us $216 million. I said, where do I apply for a job like that? This industrial engineer will insist that America makes things here again. How about spending? Stop it. As Barney used to say, nip it, nip it. I'm doing that in my business. I have no choice or I'll be out of business. And that applies to every American. And if these guys in Washington understand that, they might do a better job of what they're doing. Edmund Burke once said, all that's necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. as a city council member, as a school board member, as a state representative, and now as a state senator, Kim Hendren did something. I speak up and I vote yes or no when the roll is called. I don't dither around to see how everybody else votes or how the wind blows. I call that the do-right rule. I was reminded by a fellow Republican recently that when the Republicans, including those we honored here last night, and a couple of them a little bit akin to me, controlled Congress in the 1990s with a Democrat president, we saw the views and values of everyday Arkansans that worked for Arkansas and America. They cut the capital gains taxes, they cut dividend tax rates, they cut death tax rates, they cut income tax rates, they passed welfare reform 3 times before President Clinton would sign it. Welfare rolls were reduced from 5 million to 2 million. They reined in spending. They forced a balanced budget 4 years in a row. You'd think the Democrats did that, but that was a Republican Congress. They passed the Defense Act. They appointed outstanding Supreme Court justices, and they ensured a strong national defense. In 2010, Arkansas voters are going to choose Arkansas values over Washington values. Finally, when our military is asked to fight, let them win.
Yeah!
And then bring them home. Nation building. The nation we should be building, ladies and gentlemen, is the United States of America. Which is my job application, by the way. What I've done is what you'd expect me to do in the future. My platform is the United States Constitution. We have some of those. You get a copy of them. That's our platform. Mary Lee told me now to be home by 5 o'clock to break, and I've been doing what she's told me to do for 61 years since the 5th grade. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your participation in our government.